Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, we're going to be going over some information about the new abilities and stuff, like buildings and the new ring abilities and tech that's coming in Lord of the Rings Rise to War for Season 2 that is now officially dropped. So we're going to be going over today some of the new ring abilities. This is going to be for the mixed servers, because this will not be put in the role-playing lore servers. But we have some information to go over today, so let's get into it. So I'm going to bring up some information up here on the screen, guys. As you can see, we have new ring tech and new buildings. So the theme of Season 2 is called Chaos Realignment. In a non-roleplay server, players can freely choose between both good and evil factions, regardless of what they choose in Season 1. With the new ring tech, your ring can now influence the will of other commanders and units included. In addition, regardless of which side you choose, you have the option to fill your ranks with the units and the commanders from the opposing side. So, Season 2 will have 6 new ring tech abilities. Some of the ring tech has changed into the 6 you can see below. So there's going to be an ability called Persuasion, which allows players to control commanders of the opposing alignment. So basically there, I think the higher level you get, the more you'll be able to get access to more of the evil commanders. So maybe instead of being able to get access to all 10 of them or 20, whatever, straight away, you might be able to unlock them tier by tier maybe? Or I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see more in the future once it's like more information that's fully out there and understandable. Okay, embassies allow players to build a free folks embassy or a black embassy for the other side. A black embassy if you're good, so basically so you can build evil, and a free folks embassy if you're evil to build good. Now, logistics increases the conscription speed of free folks embassies slash black embassies. Okay, it's the conscription speed, sorry. So that's going to be for the speed of in which you make the troops through the embassies. And then there's going to be one called Supply Chain, which increases the rebuild speed of free folks embassies slash black embassies. So rebuild speed, okay, that's interesting. So if it gets damaged or something, increasing that will re-heal it. So like with a fort, when it gets damaged, it heals over time. So maybe you can speed that process back up. Now, embassies also will have commander morale, which lowers the effects of your morale debuff. So that's another one of the ring techs there. And then you have unit morale, which lowers the effects of the morale debuffs. So basically there, it's basically help you with morale levels. Going to be like, say you got an evil commander and you want to use good troops with him. Morale is going to help there with not getting more or less debuffs, so to say. But yeah, we'll bring up a picture, as you can see on the screen right now. So this is what the ring's going to look like. So as you can see just above there, down from dominance, you'll see persuasion, and then you've got the embassies. Then you can see morale for the commanders and morale for units. And there's a couple of other ones snuck behind there if you look really close. I think there's one called logistics. And then you've got the supply chain underneath. So that's going to be the new 6 abilities or tech or whatever you want to call it, or abilities probably might be the best word for it, for the ring that's coming to mixed servers, which is probably out right now as we're talking. Righto, guys, so now we're going to go into the next information, which is going to be the embassies. I got quite a fair bit of information here for you guys, so let's get into it, shall we? Righto, guys, so as you can see on the screen right now, the new building embassy, when you unlock the new ring tech embassies, you'll be able to build a free folks embassy or black embassy. We went through that before. Basically, yeah, a black embassy if you're good, or a free folks embassy if you're evil, when your main settlement reaches level 5. So there's a little bit of information there. So you must be main settlement level 5 to be able to even start this. You will then have to build field barracks outside of your main settlement to conscript units. So it's basically going to work like as a fort. You have to build them. When you have set up a field barracks outside of your main settlement, you can directly conscript units inside barracks, both inside and outside of your main settlement. So basically, when you go to these field barracks, you're going to be able to like conscript troops there, or you can just do it in your main settlement, which is ever easier or you're closer to at the time. So also, as you can see, the embassy is inside of your main settlement, and the field barracks is outside of your main settlement. Now, the field barracks is pretty cool, because if you're making them like there, it might be like less travel distance and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Now, it says here, upgrade your Free Folks or Black Embassy to be able to increase the capacity of your field barracks. So basically the same, just be able to have more capacity of those troops. The maximum level of your field barracks is level 6. Okay, that's good to know. Upgrading the field barracks will also reduce the conscription time. Okay, makes sense there. Now, it says here, a maximum of 11 field barracks can be built outside of your settlement on the map. You can conscript the units that correspond to the building's factions. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So there is different buildings that we're going to be going into in a moment that can build different troops. So let's bring up that information, shall we, right now. So as you can see, guys, it says here, we will have 11 field barracks, and you can choose each faction build. So when you're on the evil side, so we're going to be talking about evil first. If you're on evil, you can build the good side troops. So you're going to have 11 field barracks, and they are going to comprise of, for the Rohirrim barracks, we're going to have a light cavalry stable, a bowman range, and a ranger training grounds, which makes kind of sense. Obviously, like your cavalry, and that's going to have your mounted troops, bowmen, like your range, and your rangers, things like Dunedain and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Which would probably, well, Dunedain will more be under Gondorian, but you understand what I mean there. But next is the Gondorian barracks, which is going to have militar training grounds and horseman stable. So basically the militar is basically going to be your guardsmen and everything, and your horseman's going to be your mounted, which I believe you'll be able to do their T4 and everything, which is going to be crazy. Next we have the Elven barracks, which is going to have a hunter range, horseback archery stable, and warden training grounds. And then you're going to have the Dwarven barracks, which is going to have Dwarven footmen training grounds, axe thrower training grounds, and goat rider stable. So from there, it looks like we're going to get all the T3s. Now, I'm not 100%, like, we should be able to get access to the T4s, but maybe not. Like, I actually wouldn't mind that, where you can't get access to the Tier 4 and they're like faction only. It sort of looks like it that way, like, but who knows? We'll have to see when we further get into the game. But at the moment, it looks like it's only going to be the Tier 3s and stuff. So that would be interesting. I would actually like that. It would create a good mix of balance there. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't like to see to be able to use all the Tier 4. Which kind of makes sense now. Because if you have an army of like 3 Tier 4s, it's going to be insane. Okay, now, if you're on the good side, you'll be able to build these 11 field barracks. For the Mordor Orcs barracks, you have Grunt Lair, Scout Lair, and the Cave Troll Lair. For the Uruk-hai barracks, you're going to have a Bruiser Lair, Breaker Lair, and the Uruk Archer camps. Then, for the Easterling barracks, you're going to have a Skirmishing Yurt, a Mercenary Yurt, and a Pirate Yurt. Pirate Yurt, that's cool. And then Misty Mountain Orcs barracks, you're going to have an Orc Slinger camp and a Stalker Lair. Then we have a little bit more information just down the bottom here. It says how to recruit units of an opposing side. Choose a non-roleplay server. And then you have to unlock the Embassy's ring tech. You have to upgrade your main settlement to level 5 to build a Free Folks or a Black Embassy inside of your main settlement. You must then build a field barracks on the map outside of your main settlement. And then you can now conscript units of the opposing faction both in the field barracks or on the map or in the barracks in your settlement. So yeah, as a little recap there, guys, the new 6 ring tech abilities, basically it's just going to help out towards the new stuff that they put into the game, basically the access of new commanders and the new units and increasing their morale and stuff so you don't get lower or higher debuffs when using an evil with good troops, for example. And basically, yeah, embassies and how to place them on the map, how they work, how you upgrade them, what levels and skills you need. And so yeah, basically that's going to be it, guys. I will do more information about this when it's fully out and stuff like that. Like, I'll show you how to place them and everything, and actually do some videos making them and mixing them with commanders and troops. So stay tuned for that one, guys. But yeah, until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. of the EJU.